Thank you guys for joining us. So listen, I also want to say that I did speak with Alice Stewart from the Bachmann campaign, and she said they had worked something out with CBS, and they just felt that Michelle Bachmann was slighted during the debate. And she said they shouldn't be deciding how much airtime people get when there's about 75% of the electorate that's undecided. That's according to her, and we're working to get her on the show a little bit later on so that she can talk about it. So, Lenny, does Bachmann have a right to be mad over this email?
She has a right to be mad over the email, but the truth of the matter is, if she's going to be angry at anybody, she should be angry at herself. She won the Iowa straw poll. She was ahead of the pack. Now, what did she do to fumble the ball? A little bit of this sounds like sour grapes. She's given some strong answers, but again, it's not like somebody such as a Ron Paul or other folks or like a Rick Santorum that never really had a chance to break out to the front. She was in front of everybody just as Rick Perry was coming into play, and she has slipped back to fifth, if not sixth place in some instances. If she's going to be angry at anybody, she can look at CBS, but she also needs to be looking at her campaign as well. She's had enough flubs there.
Lenny, are you a conservative?
Oh, yeah.
And you're okay. I'm just checking. It didn't sound like it right there.
Well, listen, truthful and conservative. That's the key. Truthful and conservative. I'm more American than I am conservative. That's the bottom line. That's what we all need to be. More American than any partisan politics.
As they say, keeping it real. And we know the next guy, LZ always keeps it real. That's why we have him on all the time. So, LZ, Bachmann's camp, they're complaining about the time. But what about Ron Paul? He only spoke a total of 89 seconds in last night's debate. So why give him short shrift? He polls very well. He usually wins, you know, most of the straw polls, or he's very high on the straw polls. So what gives here? He only spoke for 89 seconds. He's not complaining.
You know, I'm not really sure what's to give, actually, why he hasn't had an opportunity to really speak during these debates more than he has. You're right. He's shown to be really in touch with the voters. They seem to really like some of his views, and it shows whenever the straw polls are being held. I think that if Bachmann really wanted her concerns to be taken seriously, though, what she should have done, what her campaign should have done, instead of complaining just about herself, saying, hey, look, the electorate is undecided. We should all get the same number of questions, instead of complaining just about herself.